This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 8. What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 8. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson, low willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I have an article here I wanted to go into real quick. Okay, and we're just gonna keep on going, okay, because they're not stopping. Why should we stop? All right, and when I say we, I'm talking about the prophets, okay, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that have been sent, okay, to this earth in these last days to prophesy the downfall, okay, of this age, of this kingdom. All right, and the beginning of the kingdom of Israel. All right, starting with the elect. Okay, now before that all happens, we all understand, those who are in the know at least, okay, that there's gonna come a time of trouble. Okay, and we say it, I say it all the time. Okay, and we're inching closer and closer to that time of trouble. Okay, because in order for these devils to actually ferment their plans, okay, or at least bring in that so-called New World Order, they have to make things very uncomfortable. That's the only way they can get people to comply with their sinister draconian measures. Okay, but in the beginning, it's going to seem like something that's supposed to be convenient. All right, it says here, journalist pays with palm at Whole Foods using futuristic scanners and says it was scarily convenient. Okay, scarily convenient. That is what, 1984. Okay, that is Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. Okay, now we're living pretty much a Black Mirror. Okay, all these things that we're seeing now has been depicted in a movie or in a show or on TV some way, somehow. Okay, something known as predictive programming. All right, now before I go into this article, I want to read something real quick, okay, to show you what this is all about. Okay, and that's why they don't want the prophets on the scene, because we're doing something that, you know, they don't want to be done, which is bringing out this truth. Okay, highlighting this truth, highlighting the evils of this world. All right, bringing life, okay, to the Bible. All right, they don't want that. These elites don't want that because it puts a damper on their plans. Okay, but at the same time, they have to still force their way through. Okay, and one way they do that is something known as creeping normality, otherwise known as gradualism. Okay, now let's get a little bit on creeping normality. It says here, it's a process by which a major change can be accepted as normal and accepted if it happens slowly through small, often unnoticeable increments of change. The change could otherwise be regarded as remarkable and objectionable if it took place in a single step or short period. Okay, so this implementation, the mandatory implementation of the MOTB, all right, which is biblical prophecy, which we're going to get. All right, in order for them to bring that to fruition, it has to be a step-by-step process. Okay, it's such a big thing that they can't just come out right and just do it. As much as we'd like for them to do that, right, they have to go through the necessary channels. Okay, now when you go into gradualism, okay, otherwise known as the boiling frog method, all right, which we're going to read a little bit about, that's exactly what they're doing now. Okay, when you look at the latest so-called world incident of what's going on in Israel now, it happened, what, 3 weeks ago or so? All right, early part of October. We're pretty much, yeah, shit, early October 4th or some shit like that, October 7th. Okay, so the first week of October, this situation, this incident happened. They're milking the shit out of this thing all the way till now. In a few more days, it's going to be November 7th. That's a whole month away, a whole month removed from this incident. Okay, a whole month. And that's just the beginning, the catalyst of them bringing in all these draconian measures. Okay, you notice climate change was like a big thing over the summer. It died down because there was no traction there. Okay, so now they have to deviate. They have to pivot. Okay, still going on with the boiling frog method, but they have to pivot. There's steps. Okay, the boiling frog is an apologue describing a frog being slowly boiled alive. The premise is that if a frog is put suddenly into boiling water, it will jump out. But if the frog is put in tepid water, which is then brought to a boil slowly, it will not perceive the danger and will be cooked to death. Okay? The story is often used as a metaphor for the inability or unwillingness of people to react to or be aware of sinister threats that arise gradually rather than suddenly. Okay? So the concept of this new digital world that there seems to be everybody just going along with it. They don't understand the implications that comes with it. They don't understand that this is a digital prison, literally. Okay, and in order for you to participate in this prison, you have to be microchipped. Okay, and for them to get to that point, for people to accept this way of living and way of thinking, they have to bring it in slowly, incrementally. Hence, you have things like what I'm about to read right now. Okay, title again goes, journalist pays with palm at Whole Foods using futuristic scanners and says it is scarily convenient. Okay, futuristic, meaning that they have the system now that will play a major role in the future. Okay, it's here to stay. Okay, it's here now, but its main purpose will be revealed in the future. And we're talking weeks and months away from now. It says, over the summer, Amazon announced that it would be rolling out its palm scanning payment technology to every one of its 500 plus Whole Foods locations in the US by the end of the year. It's very convenient how we're pretty much at the end of the year, and you just had this all these banks are having issues, outages, direct deposit delays and all kinds of stuff. It's very interesting. But let's keep going. It says Amazon had been testing the payment system called Amazon One at a few stores in Seattle since 2021, but I didn't think about it much until recently when the palm readers appeared one day at the registers of New York City Whole Foods, where I buy most of my groceries. As someone who writes about tech, I figured it was my duty to try it out in the name of journalism. The palm recognition system works by linking a user's payment information with their unique palm print. Okay, another step of gradualism, because now, let's say all Whole Foods customers actually follow through with this. They already have your biometric system, your biometric information in the system. So now when you get the C-Hip, which Whole Foods already has the technology to read your C-Hip, okay, all they're going to be doing is they sit back and wait for it to become law of the land. Okay, once it becomes the way of doing things, what is known as the modus operandi. Once that is set in motion, Whole Foods is already good to go. They already have the technology. They already have the people already in the system. So you're not going to be missing a beat. Okay, remember PPP, public-private partnership. Okay, so these private companies and private corporations and entities are coming together to work with the public. Okay, to bring about this new world order. Okay, like Klaus Schwab said, it's pretty much in the hands of the stakeholders. Okay, this new digital economy is not going to be based on governments. It's going to be based on stakeholders. Okay, so they're the ones who are going to be calling the shots. Pretty much financial overlords, if you will. Okay, so the Bill Gates of the world, the BlackRock, Larry Fink. Okay, Amazon's Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg. All these different faces are all going to be playing on a very incremental role, okay, in this new way of digital living, the metaverse, if you will. Okay, or at least they're paving a way into it. All right. It says if you're an Amazon Prime member, You can also link it with your Prime account. No need to fumble in the Amazon app looking for your in-store code any longer. At Whole Foods, and that's something that wasn't like that before. All right, because I shop at Whole Foods sometimes, and I remember previously you had the QR code thing, which they set it up that way. So when you go in there and you scan your QR code, you get discounts and shit like that. That's how they bring these kind of things in. Okay, they phase out, or they punish you for using the old way of doing things, like fees and interest rates and taxes and all kinds of different shit. And it is a deterrent so that you can kind of like start using the new system that they want you to be on. You see what I'm saying? They'll put it out, okay, well, if you get the chip, you get a discount, you get this, you get this, you get that. But if you don't get the chip, you can't even shop here. So the benefits of taking the chip actually outweighs you not taking it. At that point, you have to go based on faith. Okay? And only the elect are built to sustain through those times until the Lord comes back. Okay? So continuing, it says, at Whole Foods, you just hover your palm over the reader once you're ready to pay, and the system will find your Prime account, apply any discounts, and charge the credit card you enrolled with. Now, check this out. Amazon One also gives the option to link your government ID to your account, so you can use your palm to pay for age-restricted purchases without being carded. You hear that? That's the reason why you have to put your government ID on there. It says, so far this option is only available at one participating Amazon One location, Coors Field in Colorado, which is a stadium, right? But the company's page says that more locations are coming soon. You hear that? And guess what? It's going to be worldwide. Okay, they're just starting it now, but it's going to be worldwide. Okay, this thing is going to be worldwide. It's global. All right, because it's biblical prophecy. All right, there's a book of Revelation 13, verse 16, 17, and 18. Okay, it says, and again, this prophecy that we're about to read right now is what's coming down the pike. That is why you have gradualism going on. It's not just Amazon doing it. The banks are doing it right now as we speak. Okay, the world governments are all doing it right now as we speak. Okay, but they can, in order to get the people to comply, it has to go through their food and their ability to defend themselves. Okay, once you push people into that corner, especially with the food, you get them to comply. It's easier that way. It says, Revelation 13 and verse 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So we're in the stage, again, gradualism. When you go into that word causeth, it goes into the Greek word poeo, okay, which means to fashion or to construct. Okay, so Amazon One is a form of causeth, poeo. Okay, it says, and that no man might buy or sell. There you go. So once the system is already up and running and ready to go, you as an individual, if you're not really in the economy or in the system, you can't function. Okay, you cannot function. You're better off being dead. Okay, so and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So these devils are gonna make a stand straight up. It's either you're with them or you're not. Okay, and if you're not, forget about any form of being treated, with respect or dignity, right? They don't care about that. They're gonna be hunting those who don't comply with the system. Okay, that's where the military comes in. That's where the super soldiers come in. That's where the robot dogs come in. Okay, and you wait till you see what they got in store, man. Over the past decade, all right, DARPA, okay, Boston Dynamics, they've been working on some shit. Just the past 10 years. We're not even gonna go into what they were doing before. Just the past 10 years. Verse 18, it says, here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of your man, and his number is 603 score and 6. Now when you go into that word or that phrase 603 score and 6, the number in the Greek is chai psi stigma. Okay, chai psi stigma. You go into that word stigma. Okay, it says what? It says a mark pricked pricked in or branded upon the body. Okay, to ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master, or commander, branded or pricked, which is a cutting, all right, an incision, all right, into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. That's the charagma. Okay, and there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. There you go. So the Esau is making himself a god in a kingdom that's ruled by AI, his angels, okay, over the people, and his main priority, all right, is to govern the whole world under, all right, a totalitarian regime enforced by artificial intelligence. Okay, that's gonna make him a god on this earth. All right, but guess what? That would never happen. All right, you don't have what it takes to be a god on this earth. Scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. So you had the earth in your possession, and what did you do to it? Revelation, the 16th chapter, says that what? The Lord is going to destroy them that destroyeth the earth. So you had power over the earth. It was given into your hands, and what did you do to it? You destroyed it. Okay, you destroyed it. You destroyed the earth. All right, now the Lord has to come back and put everything back in its proper order. Okay, that is the true great reset. Okay, not no bullshit from a Klaus Schwab. Okay, that would never happen. It's vain. As is written in the book of Psalm, chapter 2, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Okay, so having a new world order, all right, under totalitarian draconian measures where there's no concept of the Bible, no God-fearing people, no Israelites, none of that stuff is going to come to fruition, bitch. All right, you're going to be stuck in your plans, and it's going to come crashing down just like your kingdom. Okay? So you can have all this convenience. You can have all this shit going on. And guess what? When you even go into the word or the concept of convenience, okay, it's a play on words, but when you say something is convenience, that means what? It's easy at hand, right? Or it's easily accessible, right? It's easy at hand, right? So that's how they're going to bring in that C-hip in your hand. That makes it very convenient. Okay? And Americans are bred for convenience. Anything that pushes them to do anything else outside of that convenience, they bug out. Okay? They can't handle it. It's too much. Okay? Now they need to stop popping their pills because they're stressed. You know? So anyway, I'm going to leave it off there. Lord willing, you edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.